Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is number 36 for December 16th, 2020. I am Nemesis and I am joined by Alcatraz.
Hey.
Hope you're all doing well this December, this Christmas season, this holiday season.
Yes.
We are going to talk about anime stuff. And of course, I guess want to start off with the big thing this week. Sony bought Crunchyroll through Funimation. Finally, it's officially announced. We talked about it a little bit a while ago, but yeah, now it's official.
Yeah.
For just shy of $1 billion.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Apparently AT&T was initially asking for $5 billion.
Oh.
For Crunchyroll.
Wait, AT&T? I didn't know AT&T owned Crunchyroll.
Yeah, they own them, and they also Crunchyroll is part of the same group as like Rooster Teeth and all of them. I believe they're like all part of the.
Does Rooster Teeth still own Machinima? Were that a thing?
Machinima closed down.
Oh right. They got absorbed, didn't they?
I don't know.
Shut down and like everyone migrated.
I don't know. Machinima closed down, and everyone just kind of no one knew what was going on. So anyone who's part of it just didn't know what was going on. There was kind of then just kind of migrated away because Machinima never said anything, and then Machinima channel just disappeared. Which meant a lot of stuff was lost.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yes, that's the big thing. Is Funimation now owns Crunchyroll. The deal will be finalized apparently in January or so. So we don't know how that's going to play out. On one hand, it's great they only need one subscription. On the other hand, this means they control the majority of the market, of the at least anime streaming market. But they're technically not a monopoly because, well, they don't see anime streaming and general streaming as a different thing. So it's not a monopoly. See, because Netflix and them are way bigger than them and Funimation, so it's not a monopoly.
There's also Hulu and
Exactly. So because
technically there's
because they there's technical competition for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
For it says every other thing is their competition technically. No one's considering the fact that this is anime and well they now own majority of the anime streaming market by a huge
but there's
margin.
there's anime on Hulu and Netflix, right? So it's fine.
Hulu anime is sub-licensed to Funimation.
No, shut up. It's fine.
I mean, there's still High Dive, but apparently High Dive might be in trouble.
They
haven't been getting any exclusives lately, so it's a little worrying they may actually not be surviving much longer. That's a little bit of a worry.
Yeah.
The only actual real competition, is Netflix and HBO and High Dive.
Yeah.
And there's only just a piece of it. And it's a little worrying, but it's at the same time, there's part of my now you only have to pay one subscription.
Yeah.
Might be cheaper overall in the long run.
Maybe.
Who knows
Monkey paw curls.
Who knows how it's gonna pull they're gonna pull that, but we'll see.
We shall.
Not much else than the usual announcements of stuff coming next season, which we'll get into a little bit because
one of it's rather fitting for our topic of this week.
Because we're gonna be talking about Yuru Camp, aka Laid Back Camp.
Yep.
The most comfy anime you'll ever watch.
It is very comf.
Yeah. And the thing is, it is getting a second season in actually like less than a month. January 7th is when it's supposed to premiere.
Sweet.
So in a few weeks, we'll be getting new Yuru Camp. Yeah, so Yuru Camp is actually based on a manga. And it's, essentially a slice of life / hobby anime about camping. Surprise.
Yep.
High school girls going camping, and that's it. There really isn't a lot of high stakes, no massive drama, whether big or interpersonal, just camping, comfy, having a good time.
Yep, hanging out with friends.
So it's the story-wise, there's really not a lot there. Because you pretty much know from the get-go what you're getting.
Yeah, like, there's no... It's character-driven. There's no real lore or world-building going on.
Okay, save the rules through camping. What? What?
I mean, there is a lot of world exploration, but it's not like they're introducing a new world because it takes place in, actual real-life Japan.
Just campsites around Japan, particularly around Mount Fuji.
Yes, Mount Fuji is an important part. But it's not like it's new lore.
It's literally central to the thing.
It is.
The important part is the characters, and if these characters were not so strongly written, this anime would suck.
Let's be real. You're right.
Because we've seen things, where the story's pretty interesting, but the characters kind of,
Yep.
But yeah, this is the story and stuff is so barely there that it's all on the characters to carry it.
Yep. Although it's one of those, when you say it like that, it kind of sounds like you're saying
Yeah.
like the story is weak, but it's not that the story is weak. It's hard to put in exact words. The story is just enough there to give the characters what they need to be fleshed out and have a character-driven story.
Yeah.
You don't need everything else, but it's not like it feels like there's something missing from the story.
Yeah. So in this one, there's like more or less 4 central characters with a couple extras thrown in here and there.
Yeah.
Well, the first one we actually meet is Rin Shimmerin.
Shimmerin.
She's a quiet. She's very quiet, well, laid back. Yeah, she keeps herself, likes to go winter camping a lot because she prefers it that way because again, no bugs, no other people.
No people.
It's you're not sweating so much.
Yep.
It's just generally nicer. And so yeah, that's her first introduction is her. She's going out camping, and she runs across a girl who's sleeping on a bench out in the cold in the window. Well, at this point, it's actually technically fall, but still cold.
Yes.
Who's
still
curled up on a
cold.
bench sleeping anyway? And then weird, whatever. Goes to camping. The other camping thing goes by again. She's still there, except now she's on the ground. Weird, whatever. Then she has to come by at night, and then
Because she has to use the bathroom.
oh, she's gone. Turns around, there she is, crying. Nope.
Right in her face.
Nope. Run. And wait, no, she's being chased. And it turns out Nadeshiko here, Nadeshiko Kagamihara. She fell asleep, and now it's late, and she doesn't have her phone, and she just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, she's freaking out because she doesn't know what to do.
And Rin's just freaking out because suddenly girl crying in the middle of, oh no, I got. This is it. I got.
This is how I go.
Some creepy ghost girl or something.
Yep.
But no, it's just Nadeshiko's lost and because she just moved here and she doesn't have her phone and she just needs help, and Rin helps her out and feeds her and then I guess claims her as her own. She has adopted a puppy.
Well, it's interesting because it feeds her, but she doesn't really. Rin doesn't adopt Nadeshiko.
I don't know.
Nadeshiko adopts her.
Yeah.
It's really the other way around. It's oh, you helped me, you fed me, you helped me. I'm going to be your friend now, and you don't have any say in this.
Yeah, adopt a puppy. Who saved who, really?
Yeah.
Then you try,
Nadeshiko was there to... Nadeshiko was there to see Mount Fuji, but overslept and missed it.
Because of the clouds, I believe. Yeah, there was clouds initially.
Yep, that was it.
But now she's there.
And then the clouds break out and they get to see it. And the seed of camping is planted.
Yep. She really liked the whole camping thing, so she wanted to do it again.
Yep.
And Rin just kind of doesn't know what to do other than just give her her phone number and okay. And that's it. Congratulations, Rin. You have a new friend. Crap.
Crap.
I didn't want this.
People.
I never asked for this. And that's the other thing is also Nadeshiko has an older sister named Sakura. And she has to, pick up Nadeshiko and also kicks her into the car because you're being inconvenient.
Yep. Siblings.
Yeah, and so, we see Sakura a couple times over the anime because she's the one who winds up driving people around, particularly Nadeshiko, but sometimes others.
Mm-hmm.
Because she has a driver's license.
And a car.
And she likes driving.
And yes, that's key.
Yeah, eventually Nadeshiko's like, I need to check out this camping business. Oh, hey, there's kind of a camping club at school, the outdoor club.
Outdoor
there we meet
club.
Chiaki Ogaki and Aoi Inuyama, who are the only 2 members of this club, so they're stuck in an old storage room, which is really tiny, but whatever.
Really narrow. Long and narrow room.
Yeah. It's just for storage, except now they're kind of taken as theirs. But anyway.
Yeah, but it's okay because all of their activities are outside.
Yeah. It's fine. So anyway, Nadeshiko shows up and joins the club, and they're kind of excited because they have a new member. And yeah, if they get one more member, they can get a bigger room and whatever.
Yep.
But anyway, at this point, they're mostly just kind of going outside, starting a fire, and having tea. That's pretty much the whole extent of their activities up to this point.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyways, all four of them wind up camping a lot in various ways, alone or together or whatever.
Yep.
Doing camping things, getting camping gear, researching camping stuff, etc., etc., etc.
Etc. Etc.
Also, Rin has a friend named Ina Saito.
Saito.
Yep. Very cheery. Doesn't camp much, but she did once, at least so far.
Yep.
Has a dog.
Has a dog.
Yep. Of course, it's the goodest boy.
Yes. Best character of all of them is the dog.
Yeah, and then the other one is the teacher. Well, we don't know if she's a teacher initially. We just some random drunk woman in the out camping with her.
Toba.
Yep.
Toba.
Minami Toba. Turns out she's a teacher. Or Miss Chug.
Yep. Because she drinks a lot.
A lot. A lot. Like, one point, they just got there. It's in the morning, and she's already drinking.
Already drinking.
She doesn't mess around.
Nope.
She has a sister, although they didn't realize she was a sister. They thought she was the boyfriend of Toba. Whoops.
Yep. The viewers realize that it's a sibling relationship first because we get to see them interact, and Toba's sister mentions that Oni-chan.
One-chan.
One
is sister, Oni is brother.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's essentially the characters that matter at various points. I mean, you see stuff like Rin's mother and Rin's grandpa, who he isn't named at this point. Apparently, he's named later, but he isn't really named at this point as what we've seen.
Yep.
Yeah, they show up here and there, but not a whole lot. But yeah, the thing is, these characters are fun. Nadeshiko, yeah, we said before, Nadeshiko's kind of the puppy. She's very excitable, eats a lot.
Tons of energy.
Yeah. She's just filled with childlike joy all the time.
As Rin would put it,
yep.
The hyper one.
Yep. Chiaki's kind of trollish, I should say.
Yes. Aki, because that's her nickname, is Aki. Aki-chan.
Aki-chan. Yeah, she's a bit of a troll.
She's mischievous is a good word for her. Not overtly mischievous, but she can put a lie on like none of them.
Oh, Aoi is really good at lying.
Oh yes, I might be getting those two mixed up. I always get those two names mixed up.
Chiaki's the one with the glasses.
Right. Aki is blue hair.
Yeah.
Oi, how do you pronounce that one?
Aoi.
It's A-O.
Aoi.
Aoi. Yeah. Yeah. She can lie like none of them.
Yep. That was a lie.
She's probably the most dangerous of all of them.
Yep. She's so...
Because she can do that with a straight face.
Yeah, she's just so... Yeah, another thing, she's so calm and inviting. She seems completely...
innocent?
Completely trustworthy, innocent, all that stuff. Nope, she'll lie right to your face. You won't even realize it until she tells you.
Yep.
She's scary. Also, she has a little sister, but, she only appears briefly again at this point in the anime. Except for apparently one of the OVAs where his sister's more of a thing.
Interesting.
But we didn't get to see the OVAs because they're kind of a little more difficult to find. We'll get them later because this is not going to be the last time we talk about this show. Oh, heck no.
Like we mentioned, there's a season 2 that's coming out shortly.
We'll have to talk about that eventually, even though we can't talk about for the winter 2021 thing because it's a sequel, so it's disqualified.
Yeah, alas.
We'll have to wait until it's all out. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That'll be horrible.
Yeah, so Chiaki's kind of trollish, like there's that point where she starts just kind of took Nadeshiko's phone and started texting Rin, and Rin kind of eventually caught on and was, wait a minute, this is how Nadeshiko talks.
Yep. The other thing with Aki, she has sort of her relationship with Rin.
Yeah.
Has sort of a, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Rin is her senpai.
Eh,
It's
kind
just
of.
she looks when it comes to camping and stuff. She has sort of this not a full. I wouldn't want to say reverence, but there is sort of that to it.
Ooh, Shimarin.
Yep. No. Yeah. The Shimarin, and forgets that that's actually both her names,
Yeah, although we
not just
apparently
one of them.
Chiaki's apparently bad with names.
Yeah. But like when Nadeshiko first mentioned Rin, Aki was like, "Wait, you know her? She knows," and it was like kind of fangirling over Rin. And whenever they're together, Aki has different names for it, like Captain. That was one. Calls Rin Captain
Well, the other's also called
sometimes.
Aki Captain during their little meetings.
That's one of them. That's an interesting point there.
Yeah. Yeah, then the characters don't really have a whole lot because they're not really the main characters. I guess, same except for Ina. She's a very happy person. She likes to goof around a little bit. She's kind of sometimes pokes at Rin, does her little bits with Rin because they're best friends and everything.
Yep. It's pretty obvious that Rin and Saito, I'm using first given and then
Whatever.
family name mix, but whatever, have known each other for a very long time. Because Saito really knows what to say to Rin.
Yep. To get through all her defenses.
Yep, just goes straight to exactly how what Rin is thinking. So it's kind of nice to see that too. They've obviously been close friends for a while.
You play like a fiddle. Oh, I didn't play like a fiddle. Fiddles are hard to play. I played you like the cheap kazoo you are.
Ooh, that's a good one. What's that from?
I do not know. I saw it on the internet.
Oh, well, that's a good one.
It's like, whoa. The other thing, apparently their names are kind of based on various cities in Japan.
Yep, and they actually bring that up at one point.
Yep, that's an interesting little thing. Yeah, but they're all around Mount Fuji, and they go to various campsites. That's the thing about the show is they also kind of occasionally give the little, camping tips and whatnot. They have a narrator.
Yep. There's a narrator,
who's
yes.
a bit sassy sometimes.
A little bit, but it makes it fun.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's just apparently worked.
Apparently worked.
Yeah, just little bits of sometimes gives the character sass even though they can't respond.
Yep. It's great. I love stuff like that. It's just a subtle little crack in the fourth wall.
Yeah. Little things like that, but so we get little tips and stuff like, hey, there's various kinds of coals you can use fires, or how to build a fire in the first place, campfire, and how some places you can't put a campfire on the ground, and so on and so forth.
So you have to have a stand, and that's what these are for.
Yeah. Or some places sell firewood, other places you can just gather wood around, et cetera, stuff like that.
Yep. Also, these are the different kinds of sleeping bags, and this is why you would pick one or the other. Here's the different kinds of tents, and why you would pick one or the other. Stuff like that. It's actually that's actually kind of useful information.
Yeah. Yeah, because I believe part of this is more or less kind of somewhat glorified ad for camping sites in Japan.
It probably worked too.
Yeah. I mean, I still have no interest in camping because I've tried it. I've done camping before. I don't like it, but
I've done camping before, and it's. I can't say I like it, and I can't say I don't like it. It has its ups and downs.
I'm not really a fan.
But it's also one of those things where you think about it and go, "That would be really cool. We should do it," and then you do it and go, "Why did I do this?"
I hate myself. But yeah, these characters bounce off each other really well, particularly Nadeshiko and Rin, because of course.
Mm-hmm. Those are like opposites attract kind of a thing there.
Attract, you say?
oh, we can get into that one.
Yeah, but yeah. These characters, they all get to go along really well. They have different, all the different things. Chiaki and Aoi almost have sometimes that weird comedy duo thing going on.
Yeah, it's like those two have obviously been friends for a little while.
You can see the backstory in the miniseries, The Room Camp.
Yeah, and in that they meet each other while Aoi was throwing fire.
Yeah, some festival.
And about hit Aki with fire.
Yep. And so they they meet there. Well, actually, apparently they met earlier in their life, but it was only a brief moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been friends for a long time, so they've kind of they have their thing going on. And
They have
Rin
everything. They know
also
each
has
other.
that kind of some sort of thing with Saito.
Yeah.
Very much a straight man and the comedian.
Yep. Although theirs is a lot more subtle and subdued.
Yeah, they actually do weird,
'Cause-
elaborate bits.
Yes. I sent an assassin. Oh no.
Yep. Or that'll be 35,000 yen.
Oh, that's an interesting one. That is something that's very a Saito Rin thing.
Yep.
But Rin does it to Nadeshiko
Yep.
on their first meeting too.
Yep. I'll pay you 15 times. I was joking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, Nadeshiko does end up repaying
Yep. Hot
with
pot.
food, with hot pot. But yeah.
Yep. If there's one thing Nadeshiko knows, it's food.
Yes, that is a common. That's a long running thing with Nadeshiko is that she eats.
She has a black hole in her stomach.
Yep. She is super energetic. She has a very high metabolism, so she has tons of energy all the time. But that does mean you're going to be eating a lot.
Yeah, as you see, there's this, they're like, when Chiaki, Nadeshiko, and Aoya all went camping the first time, Chiaki and Aoya had little cart things for their packages, and Nadeshiko just put hers on her back. And they're like, you sure you're going to be doing that? It's going to be a long hike. And then, of course, they're the ones worn out, and she's the one still going, woo, all over the place, all excited.
Because she has just an infinite supply of energy.
And then she sleeps.
And then she sleeps.
Forever.
Yes. It's, yeah. She does like sleeping. She doesn't like getting up.
Yeah, just some of the moments are some like little moments I liked a lot. Because this, of course, is a very funny
like,
one.
This entire show is just little moments.
Yeah, there's particular ones I would think of, like when they first meet the Toba, when she's all drunk and stuff, and like, they get help with their campfire because Rin could not get the stupid thing to light, and she runs out of fire starters. She's freaking out.
Yeah,
and they get help from Ryoko there. That's Toba's little sister.
Yeah.
So they go over and they're like, as a thank you, they give them some of the food they had made, and then they get some jambalaya in return. And then I like how Toba there, like, she's drunk at this point. She's completely gone. She's just sitting there. In some part of her drunken mind, she just finally just occurs to her, wait, I should be nice too. Hey, kids, here's some rum.
Yep. Yeah.
Some part of her brain went, I need to be nice too.
I also like in the end when they all go camping and Toba's there.
The Christmas camp.
Yeah, in the Christmas camp at the end, Toba tells Rin to pick up booze.
I can't do that.
I can't do that. I'm underage.
Or also, the food's so good, but she's so upset because this sake would go with the good was so great with this, or wine would go good for this.
I didn't bring wine with it. Yep.
Boy.
Yeah,
also, it's funny. Also, hey, look, it ended on a Christmas episode. It's not like that was planned or anything.
You totally didn't plan that at all, did you?
Nope, no planning.
Nope.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
Another moment. Another one I really like. It was just a really brief one. It's just Rin's just sitting there reading a book about UFOs, and then in the sky, oh look, a shooting star. Wait, it stops, then moves back, then goes, and Rin's, huh?
Oh yeah, that one. That was. I don't remember which campsite that was, but yeah, I remember that. She's reading a book about UFOs, and one passes by, and she doesn't quite realize it.
Oh, I think she did. It sounded like she did kind of see it, but it's like, wait, was that actually what I thought?
Something, but yeah,
that couldn't have been.
No.
Yeah, it makes me think that Yurin's actually a little bit into the supernatural and stuff. She wants to believe.
The truth is out there.
Yeah. And I think one of my favorite things is actually a bit of a brick joke, which an episode opens with Nadeshiko. She's out and about, and she's sending pictures to Chiaki, and look, I found a weird car. And then, okay, yeah, sure, it's just one of many pictures. And then at the very end of the episode, after the credits and everything, Rin's looking up stuff, or like Street View stuff online, and they go, huh? And there's Nadeshiko looking like a cryptid.
Like a cryptid with a phone.
Because, yep. Brick
I
joke.
think she now that I'm thinking about it, other than the fact that she was holding a cell phone, I want to say she actually had the same pose as the Bigfoot pictures,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. It just backwards.
facing
But
the wrong way. But yeah, cryptid. Nadeshiko would be a cryptid
yeah.
if you could get her to stay in the woods for that long. She doesn't really like that.
Yeah. It's too dark. It's scary.
No, that's Toba's job. Ugh. It scares the crap out of Rin.
Oh, yeah.
She never figured out what it was.
Nope. What was that? Oh, at the moment, actually, when they figured out Toba was the drunk lady. Wait a
When
minute.
Nadeshiko
Nadeshiko goes,
draws it.
wait a minute. Rin! Rin!
It's the drunk lady.
The
Oh.
other thing, Nadeshiko is not exactly unwilling, or not Nadeshiko. Rin is not unwilling to let her feelings be known about certain things, like when Saito says, "Hey, why don't you join them?" She's just disgust on her face. Just,
oh yeah, that is just God.
and then when Nadeshiko asks her to be part of the out club, again, visible disgust.
Yeah.
And what's weird is also initially Rin's like, "Oh crap, she goes to my school too. Better make sure she doesn't find out." And then Saito goes out there to help them.
That whole scene was amazing.
Yeah. And then just points at the window, or because Rin's in the library, and Rin somehow that gets that that something's going on. Looks up, hey, and Nadeshiko starts running because
Rin starts running.
Wham!
And just goes face first into the class. That was great.
I just also like Rin says, hey, you weren't supposed to do that, Saito.
You betrayed me.
This mega betrayal.
But that is so fitting to something that Saito would do, too.
She knows what's best for Rin.
She knows what's best. It's one of those, yeah, I know why, but I also know this would be good for you.
A good friend knows when to betray you.
Yes. Yes. It's actually one interesting point that I noticed throughout all of this. They didn't do it, and I'm glad they didn't, because they could have. Something that I see a lot. Rin is very much an introvert.
Yeah.
Very much an introvert. That's her personality. I think Saito is as well.
Yeah, kind of.
Maybe. She's more outgoing than Rin is, but she still has some of those tendencies. But, I mean, we don't see her all that often, so we really can't say for certain. But one unfortunate thing that I see a lot when people are dealing with introverts and groups of friends is sort of the, I guess, introvert taming or whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Where they go, oh, we're going to teach you how not to be an introvert. We're going to fix you.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't do that. What they did is a little bit more subtle. Because there was a lot of character growth on Rin's part where she learned that it is okay to be with a group of friends. But the way they did it was the idea of there's good parts about, being with a big group of friends, but that's not the only option.
Yeah.
That it's also okay to solo camp and be on your own.
Yep.
They didn't do oh no, you just have to go with other people because it's always better with more people. They didn't do that, and I'm happy.
Yeah, because they respect Rin's boundaries. Like Rin says, I don't want to do that. I want to go solo camping. I was like, fine. Okay.
Yep. And there's they're not depressed about it either or whatnot. They're not sad. Well, maybe a little sad, but
yeah,
they don't try and press the issue and get all super saddened or whatnot. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine.
The other thing is Rin's interest in the outdoors came from her grandpa.
Yes, Rin's grandpa. We should probably bring him up.
Yeah, so she's just kind of following in his footsteps a little bit because her grandpa goes around on a motorcycle camping all over the place.
Yep.
Also, that one point where Chiaki, by coincidence, runs into him.
That scene, just walking by and hears and smells the cooking meat. The meat. Hey. And just stops. Just stops and kind of sneaks up behind a tree. And then the grandpa realizes, you want some meat?
Then kind
That's
of
that's it.
yeah, but yeah. The other thing is Rin also has a scooter.
Yes, Rin has a scooter. She gets her license shortly after the show starts.
Yep. And so she has a scooter, so she can go farther to camp. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Still cold as hell, but hey.
Yep, but now you have transportation. And people can use you to carry firewood too,
Yep.
apparently.
A little bit.
But only a little bit.
You can also go fall asleep somewhere and get lost, and then oh crap, I'm running way late.
Yep. Rin does that. Falls asleep, I think, in like a cafe.
Also, Rin likes dogs, which yeah.
Until they, she misjudges their chain length. That's a classic scene. That one I saw gift all the time.
Yeah. Also the one where Rin kicks Nadeshiko when she's sleeping on the floor of the library.
That too.
Hey.
Uh,
Yeah, there's a lot of good moments.
this show is just a string of little good moments, one after another.
Yep.
It's great.
So much goodness there. Even the room camps, the shorts, the room camp shorts, or Heya camp as they call it. That's Nadeshiko, Chiaki, and Aoi all going around for the stamp rally, which Chiaki and Aoi made up, and Nadeshiko figured it out, but yeah.
Yeah.
They still go around and have fun, seeing all the places, because their whole thing was like, well, Nadeshiko's been camping so much. Has she actually seen the area?
Yeah, you're new to this area. We know a bunch of cool places, so we're going to come up with an excuse to show them to you.
Yeah.
And they go on an adventure.
And also Rin shows up here one there.
Yep. And Rin's grandpa saves the day.
Yep. Because
sort of,
he finds the lost stamp book.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that one was pretty interesting in itself.
Yeah, the room camp one is interesting in that they're all like 3.5 minutes or so long. Yep. They're super short, but they don't feel that way. They're done really well and strung together to form a story.
Yep.
It's almost like they knew how to do a really short episode series.
Yep.
Unlike a different group of people. But that's not part of this podcast.
No, it's not. Oh, then one thing I did like was they kind of did the fake out, which was, a lot of shows do the whole, hey, final episode is actually, we're going to jump into the future a bit, right? And they do that fake out because we start off with Rin on a motorcycle, not a scooter, a motorcycle. And oh, look, she's clearly an adult now. And there's Chiaki and Aoi and Saito and everything. Oh, where's Nadeshiko? Oh, she just got off work. And so it seems plausible. Everything about this seems plausible. Final episode, everything. Oh, they're still camping. And then what? And then they start talking about Nadeshiko, being super successful out of college and everything. Wait a minute, red flag. That's right there, the red flag. What the heck's going on? And then Nadeshiko shows up in a flying tent and like...
with the rocket
all right,
tent.
All right, what's going on? Oh, Nadeshiko's being weird.
Yep. What's great about that, if you're watching the episodes back to back, like I was, and probably you were as well, the ending of the episode before that, followed by this one, seems like she jumped on her scooter to run to the store and didn't come back for 10 years.
I was just waiting for 10 years. Kept you waiting, huh?
Yep.
It's just a nice little fake out right there. They just wound up being, hey, no, part 2 of the Christmas camping thing. Yeah, it's just, I just found it funny overall. But
it's great.
Again, it's just a lot of fun little moments, and it's and
it's endearing. That's a good word for it. Endearing.
Yeah, and it's just it almost makes you want to camp yourself. Except then I go, wait a minute, I'd have to buy a bunch of gear, and I'd realize, oh yeah, I forgot, I hate camping.
Yep, sort of what I was getting at when we mentioned it at the beginning. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't start looking around what's in the area.
Mr. I bought a replica scarf of Rin's. Mr. I bought a Rin Nendoroid as well.
I'd also be lying if I said I wasn't wearing the scarf through half of this Mario watch.
Gee, I wonder who your favorite character is.
Oh, it's totally Saito, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's actually a pretty good say, because that's something I wanted to talk about, like Rin and the characters we like the most. And as you've mentioned, I really like Rin. I resonate and relate with Rin a lot, I feel. She's an introvert. So much about her I just really like. It's like, I totally freaking get that. I totally get all of those things. And yeah, how she likes solo camping, the how she describes it, and what happens then. That would be freaking awesome. I absolutely love the idea of just going out and just by yourself and just experiencing something like that. Which is one of the reasons I was kind of looking like, what is in the area? But then you look at everything else. One, this area kind of sucks for camping, for
Once
at
we
least
look,
for that part.
yeah.
There's some really good campsites if you like woods camping. Around here, it's great.
Mhm.
Tons of that. Riverside.
I literally live next to a campground.
Yep. Well, it's a state park with campground, but yeah.
It's a campground, and it's literally like right there. I could walk there and be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but the bigger, better ones are closer to like up 101.
Yeah, I've been out there as well.
Yep. We've both been out there for big camp events, but that's not what I would want to do because that's like group camping and surrounded by a whole bunch of other people.
Yep.
But the idea, like that first episode, solo camping on a beach on waterfront with an amazing view by yourself.
Yeah.
Just you, and that's it.
Just you and Bigfoot. Wait, what?
Yeah, he can join too, but
Yeah, he seems like a bit of an introvert.
he seems like I think we get along great. But yeah, the whole thing, it's like, yeah, that aspect of it would be really amazing, and I can totally see why Rin likes camping alone because, yeah, I'd love that too if it wasn't for everything else around camping. But yeah, Rin it's just someone I resonate with a lot. That's why I like her. And yes, I bought the Nendo with the camp set and such like that, and I bought the scarf.
I considered it, but then I was like, if I bought one, I'd try to be buying like all of them.
At least all four. At least the four main ones.
Yeah, I think they all have Nendos now. All four of them. Yeah, Nadeshiko came out first, then Rin, then the other two.
Yep.
I like Rin too. Also,
Rin's
I like
great.
Chiaki a little bit too because one part is particularly it's like she gets herself into a situation completely accidentally, where then it's like, well, this is awkward, but I got to see it through now. Where she's going to cook some food for Nadeshiko, and then she winds up cooking for the whole family. And they could keep talking about how great she is, and then she just kind of quietly just gets her phone so she can look at a recipe.
How to do it on the phone.
Because she talked to the big game, and now, well, I'm kind of trapped now.
Yep. I think that's also the only time we see Nadeshiko's dad.
Yep. And mom.
Is that the only time her mom shows up too?
Yeah, we see Rin's mom several times, but her mom doesn't really... Oh, I think her mom showed up one other time, but she didn't really show up a whole lot throughout the whole anime.
Yeah, we see Nadeshiko's sister more.
Yep.
We see her a lot.
Mm-hmm. But I guess there's always a joke that you should just change one there and call it Yuri Camp.
Hey.
Yeah.
This shipping.
Apparently, my understanding is in the manga, things get a little more, not obvious, but heavier implications are happening.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. I haven't read it, so, but that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I would think that the common ships would be Nadeshiko and Rin.
Of course.
Obviously, that's going to be a big one. Aki and Aoi.
Yeah.
This is going to be another one. You could probably get away with an Omni ship.
That one doesn't pop up very often.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
That's why I said you could probably get away with it.
I don't think I've ever actually seen anyone really suggest that until you.
Thing. You could probably do and I can't believe I've already forgot her name. Rin and her other friend.
Saito,
thank you.
Yep.
Rin and Saito.
Yep.
But of course, that one's against the rules because childhood friends cannot, right? I hate that rule. It should go away.
No, people do that, and then people do the weird thing, either love triangle or this poly thing with Nadeshiko, Rin, and Saito.
Yeah. But then you can't forget the most important ship is Toba and Booze.
Yep. People have shipped Rin with Sakura because Rin wants to mark that, wow, she's kind of pretty.
Huh.
Because Rin does say that. Canonically, Rin says that,
yep.
Sakura is pretty.
I think it was first or second episode.
Yeah, something like that. And then also Rin kind of insults Nadeshiko at the same time a little bit. Nadeshiko looks like, hey, don't talk about your girlfriend like that. Yeah, and of course, unfortunately, a lot of that's also, a lot of people do the whole Rin and Sakura while NTRing on Nadeshiko. Little rare fun. That's just basically cheating, by the way.
Yeah.
So fun there. People like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw a kind of funny comic where Rin starts talking about Nadeshiko's sister to... Well, Nadeshiko and Rin start talking about Nadeshiko's sister, and then Nadeshiko actually gets jealous and like, oh, Rin's like, oh, wow, she's jealous. That's actually kind of cute.
Oh, no.
But yeah, of course, those two are shipped a lot because, you know what they say about having sex while camping.
Isn't that a flavor of wine on the beach?
It's effing intense.
But intense. Yep. Yeah. But there is actually a flavor of wine, sex on the beach.
It is. It's also perfume smell.
Yeah. Get sand all over the place. That would just be uncomfortable.
Coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere.
Yeah. I can't believe Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen
back together.
Hopefully with better writer and director.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lucas ain't involved, so yeah.
So yeah. Might actually see him do good work.
And that also reminds me, there's that one little thing, and they are talking about the outdoor screening thing. Hey, look, that's Back to the Future.
Hey.
They just showed a brief scene, like they just talking about, the whole outdoor screen. It's like, that's Back to the Future.
Yep.
That's Marty, Lorraine, and Doc.
Yep. Yep.
I know which scene they're referencing specifically. That's amazing.
Well, you're also, a massive Back to the Future fan, so
yeah.
You could probably figure out what scene any of them are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The only time you might have trouble is when, they're the same set. Like, okay, it's this set, so it's one of these scenes. I just don't know which.
Perhaps. Yeah, it's a fun time.
It is an amazing.
It's a fun time.
Show.
It's a comfy time. It's a very nice way to unwind, or just if you're kind of a little stressed out or whatever, just watch this.
Yeah, just watch this. Just curl up and
get comf. Be part of the Blanky Squadron or whatever they call it.
I was trying to remember the name. Like
the Blanky Monster.
Blanky Monster, and like the codename Blanket or something like that.
Do all that though.
Curl up, big blanket, have a comfy time. I still remember when we first watched this. We had just watched a super intense anime, so I couldn't help just.
You're waiting for the.
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop.
You're waiting for the horror to begin.
Yeah, because we had watched so many other ones that were dramas and such like that,
or the
stuff like that.
The fake out.
Big action, big action and stuff is happening, and there's drama. And then we watched this, and I just couldn't get it out of the back of my head. Something's gonna happen. No, nothing happens like that. It's just always.
She screwed with me again, didn't she? In many ways, that's part of the reason I like Aoi. She can screw with people.
Yep. You always have to be on your guard whenever Aoi is telling you information.
Oh yeah, there's also like the scene with they're trying to modify the skillet. They're cleaning up and everything with the oil and all that stuff. And of course,
and it kept burning their hands.
And just like the way she talks and stuff, it's like still so quiet and whatnot. And it's just when she thumb touches.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like it. And of course, you do too. Obviously, you bought merchandise for crying out loud.
Yeah, that means nothing, right?
Okay.
It is really good. I really do like it.
It's a great one. I'm definitely looking forward to season 2.
Definitely.
I believe it's also Crunchyroll. And here's the other thing I'm actually interested in. Apparently, a VR game is coming.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw this. Laid Back Camp Virtual camping venture.
I remember seeing something about that. Yeah.
Two versions, one at Lake Motosu and one at Fumoto campgrounds on the Asagiri Plateau. Winter 2021.
Well, we got a year.
On Windows, Switch, PS4, iOS, and Android. And will support the Nintendo Lab VR kit and PlayStation VR accessories. But if it's on Windows, that means as well
Steam PC VR. PC VR. I've got an index, so I should be set. Hopefully.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of game it's supposed to be.
That would be great to lay back camp in VR. Just super comf. Bundle up in real life, put on the headset. You don't even need a fire. The headset will keep you warm.
I definitely also hunt down those OVAs and watch those and watch season 2 when it comes out. 'Cause I want to keep up with that one for sure. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Crunchyroll, so you can keep up too.
Yeah.
Of course, you'll have to be a week behind unless you pay.
Yeah.
Keep up, but you got to pay.
Well, I mean, now with Funimation and Crunchyroll
Yeah, who knows?
and Kahoot, that may be easier to swing.
Oh yeah, the other thing I want to mention real quick, the music also is very comfy.
Oh, yes. Although the intro, the OP, there's another song that reminds me of that I think of every single time, but I can't place.
I know which song I think of because that song is straight out of the 70s for crying out loud.
Yes, but there's a very specific song
ABC.
that I hear. What?
ABC. Easy's 1, 2, 3. That's the one I think of anyway.
That might be it.
I remember we had this discussion before because you had a different song in mind. I was like, it's like ABC. And you're like, what are you talking about? I played ABC for you. Like, oh, yeah, you're right. It's like that song. Yeah, it sounds so much like it just came straight out of the 70s and weirdness. But yeah, you mostly got like acoustic guitars and, then the whistling thing and all that stuff. It's a great time.
It is.
And yeah.
They use a lot of the ending song use a lot of English.
Well, that's for the room camp, not the main series.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking because that's the one I just watched.
Yeah.
That one used a lot of English.
That was a good song too.
It is. They're all good songs.
The ED for the main series is just a nice little soft acoustic thing. The do 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 do.
Yep.
Nice little acoustic guitar. Although I will say that it was a very weirdly abrupt ending for that because it feels like, oh, that was like a weird cut.
Yeah.
But I believe that's more or less it. We can talk about all our favorite bits forever, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this one.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can tune into other episodes via Libsyn. You go to newtoweeaboo.libsyn.com and check out us out there. Subscribe to the RSS feed and all that stuff. You can also subscribe via other methods, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. You could search for New to Weeaboo on any of those and like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, depending on which version you got. Or, of course, there's also an Amazon podcast now as well, but you can't find that there. You have to go to Amazon Podcast. And, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You're going to find us that way. And that is all the methods. Yes, that is all the methods. You can contact us if you want to.
Yep.
You can contact us if you want to. Go to newtoweeaboo@gmail.com. If you want to, ask us questions, you have comments about the episode, you have anime recommendations of any sort. Did you like Yuru Camp? Are you looking forward to season 2? Hope you are, because,
Hope you are.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, the worst thing about it is there's some hot spring scenes, and really nothing happens. That's pretty much the extent of it. I'm like worst-wise if you're, upset about that sort of thing.
Yeah. Those are like not even mild.
Yeah, it's pretty tame. It's comfy. You can contact us that way. You can also follow us on Twitter at @newtoweeaboo if you want to check us out there and see things as we release stuff, all that stuff, random observations and whatnot.
Yep.
And you can also follow personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1 and he's at Alcatraz717 and an underscore at the end. So yeah, Transformers stuff. More still, of course. Yep, still
random
buying those.
retweets from me. That's about all.
Still a plastic crack addict. Occasionally I buy things that are not Transformers like Nendos and whatnot. I'm still waiting on my Zombieland Saga Junko. I keep getting delay emails. Apparently other people haven't, but nope, it's all sold out. And the only place that still has it, well, I can only get her is the Good Smile Shop US, and they keep giving me delay emails. I don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
It's supposed to be out in October. Other people have her, but I don't.
But you don't.
I don't know. I'm getting annoyed. I want her.
The world hates you.
That's it. Join us next time. We'll be talking about an anime kind of obscure, but also very important to me. It's Kashimashi Girl Meets Girl.
Interesting.
You have not seen it yet.
I have not seen this one yet.
But it is a very important one to me.
I think I've heard you talk about it, but it's not coming. The details are not coming to mind.
And that will be the last episode of the 2020.
Yeah.
And then it'll be on to January.
Right before the end of the year.
Yep. So hope to see you then. And I hope you guys take care of yourselves. And Remember when you can get that vaccination. It's coming.
Yep, it literally was approved
A couple days ago.
yesterday as of recording.
Yep. A couple days ago, so the time you hear this.
Yep. By the time you hear this, vaccinations in high-risk areas should have already begun.
Yep.
Like, I think they were saying Tuesday.
Yeah. So, when you get the chance, do it.
Do it if you have the opportunity to.
Yeah, just do it, because the nightmare's not over yet, but we can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly. We can see the light at the end of the tunnle. We've just got a little bit longer to get there.
So don't screw up.
Yep.
Don't get laid back about this.
Don't get laid back.
Although that is like, camping something you can do very much during this sort of thing, because you're
Especially
pretty far away
solo
from
camping.
everyone else.
Yep, solo camping, and if you're camping with your
Household
means the people you actively live with.
Yes. This is very long goodbye, but yeah, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time. So, bye for now.
Ya.